You almost lucked out. There was almost a mute button on the microphone, so you didn't have to hear. Thank you all for coming tonight. This is absolutely a thrill for all of us. And, you know, when I think of education, when I talk about education, my teachers and folks hear me talk about how education is all about opportunities and support. And in September, all the 5th and 6th graders had the opportunity to join band. 55 of the kids did, and they are behind us tonight. So it is... You can't see up here, but there's a lot of folks. There's folks up in the balcony. It's really cool, and they're all clapping for you, and they should. All right, so we talked about how back in September the kids had the opportunity. So then, ever since then, Mrs. Bates has provided the support, as have you, through lessons and things like that. So tonight is another opportunity. We have given you the opportunity to perform at the Venetian, and we had special support for that from Mr. Denzel Scheller, who's the owner of the Venetian and was gracious enough to us as a school to donate the venue for tonight's performance. So, you know, everything that happens in education is all about opportunities and support. And so, thanks to Mr. Scheller, thanks Mrs. Bates, thanks parents and all that are here tonight, especially to you guys as well. There's a few people that I want to introduce tonight. First of all, our school board chair, Janine Solomon, is here on this side. And over here on this side is Mr. Monty Akers. We know that there are a lot of things you could do tonight, including attending Superintendent Scott's listening session. So we're glad that you came to the Tobias listening session instead. We also have State Representative Ben Unger, and he is with us tonight. And that's a pretty big deal. Okay, thank you, Representative Unger, for taking your time from your legislative duties, making your way back up from Salem, and most importantly, experiencing and seeing what our K-12 funding supports. So thank you very much for coming up. And I also believe that my predecessor, Mr. Nason, is here tonight. I believe he was going to come. And Mr. Nason was an important part of the musical culture of Tobias, and he had these kids for K-1-2 or K-1-2-3, depending on if you're 5th or 6th grade. So again, welcome to Tom. And so with that, I will turn it over to Mrs. Bates. Again, thank you all for being here.
Thank you for coming. I won't talk too much, but we've been working really hard. These kids have been dedicated, and I can't think of a week when we've had rehearsal where there's been more than 1 or 2 kids gone, and they were usually gone for a fever, or they were throwing up, and those are the 2 things as they stay home. So they do, and they've been dedicated. They practice really hard. They've just been very much fun to work with this year. I can't ask for a better group, and I'm going to get all weepy, so I'm going to stop talking. But we're going to play some of our favorites from the year, a few new ones that we've been working on recently, and we have some soloists this evening for you. So we're going to start off tonight with one of our very first big songs. It's called Old MacDonald Had a Band. performance is by one of our second-year band students on oboe, Mark Watson. He has a special song just for his dad. So this next piece is one of our flute players, Yvonne Nguyen. She's going to play a solo. I asked her one day, I said, would you like to play a solo for our concert? She's like, sure. But then I forgot, I have to play piano to accompany her. That's not always a good thing. have a duet. We have a saxophone with Lucas Blevins and a trumpet with Ethan Trueblood. They came to me and they said, could we play the Star Wars theme? And I said, sure, I'll find it for you and I'll write it out for you. So I did. I found it. Well, writing it out for saxophone and trumpet combination is kind of tough, so I worked on it. I tried and tried and tried and couldn't find the right combination that wouldn't make one of them have like 10 sharps and the other one none. So they ended up learning a lot of new notes in this song. I think saxophone got 5 sharps and trumpet had 4. So they got to do a lot of learning on this one. So they're going to play the theme from Star Wars. Video on an opportunity. We had one of our students who has taken full advantage of his opportunity to be in band. And where's Mr. Cowboy? Ready? Okay.
James Ferris started playing flute and drums at Tobias Elementary School in the 6th grade. He continued playing drums at Brown Middle School and Century High School, as well as broadening to general percussion while at Century. He is currently a music education major at the University of Alabama while playing the drum line for the $1 Million Band and being the principal percussionist for the school's symphonic band. His love of music and percussion came from his music experiences that started at Tobias.
Century High School percussion, you may take the floor in competition.
that bottom line. It all started with the cowbell. Saturday Night Live reference. I don't know if anybody recognized that young man with the red hair. That would be Mrs. Ferris's son, James. Very awesome. Thank you, Mrs. Ferris, for and we're going to play another piece with the whole band called Beginning Band's Greatest Hits. We have another solo. Lindsay Lalick is in her second year of band. She is also going to play a song from Les Mis. She's going to play a song called I Dreamed a Dream from Les Mis. all looking at me because we played it on Tuesday for a little rehearsal. And I got kind of teary-eyed because that song's kind of emotional anyway. But to see one of my kids, because they're all my kids, playing it was awesome. I forgot we have one more soloist. I have to tell you a little backstory about this too. One day we were getting ready for a spirit assembly, and the kids were warming up. They were all in the gym, and the kids were starting to come in and sit down. And all of a sudden, I was talking to Mr. Calloway, and all of a sudden we both just stopped mid-sentence and we were talking. We stopped and looked at Ethan because he was playing the Marine hymn, and we're like, "Wow." It's like, really? And he said, "Yeah, I got it off the internet last night." Cool. So here he is playing the Marine hymn. This group been a great group this year. We're also going to get the opportunity to march in the Rose Parade, the Junior Rose Parade this year. So we'll be starting practicing on that. I think the main thing they're worried about is how do I remember my music and how do I play in a walk? But all get a hug sometime. Thank you. You guys are great.
One more backstory on Ethan's performance. His dad is currently active in the Marines, and so we saw him standing. We want to say thank you, sir, for your service. And we also extend our appreciation to others who are active, reserve, or are veterans. So thank you very much for your service. Now, Mrs. Bates, one of the ways that we can say thank you to Mr. Scheller is getting him some return business. So we have a $50 gift card to the Venetian. So every adult that came in tonight, we believe you got a ticket. And so Mrs. Bates, because we're all happy with her right now, so no matter what, even if she doesn't pick your number, we'll still be happy. And we trust you. Mix them up. Oh, nice. Drum roll. And Kevin, can we have the lights up? It is nice. All right. 2. Everybody has that. 0, 3. You're all feeling lucky. All right. 203 3 3 8. 203 338. Come on down. This is like bingo. I'm checking the numbers. There you go. You're welcome. Hey, boys and girls, great job tonight. We are so proud of you. Thank you very much. And continue to take opportunities that come to you. Continue to support your kids. I want to see you guys on TV sometime too, drumming, or marching, or playing, or whatever it is that you do. You guys have incredible potential. We are so fortunate to be a part of your educational experience. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.